Hey everyone, it's Mike with It's Pittsfield Tonight. I'm going to jump right into it. And this one I'm going to continue with some of the topics I've been talking about the past couple weeks. And that's starting with violence in the city, for one. That's a big one. And, well, this morning on Slater and Marjo in the morning on Live 95.9, Mayor Tyre did one of her monthly interviews, or whatever they are, I guess interviews with them. And this was her first in-studio one, I think they said, in a year and a half. Prior to that, because of the pandemic, she was calling in or something. But anyway, I guess what caught my attention is they talked about a few things. They talked about the Shared Streets and Spaces project on North Street, which the mayor said that the Shared Streets and Spaces project was something that they implemented because of the pandemic. That's not true. The Shared Streets and Spaces grant program existed long before the pandemic. I mean, I don't know the specifics of how the city of Pittsfield got it, but that program had been around a couple years, or a few years. I know Northampton, when we accepted it, Northampton declined. So I know the Parklets edition, which is something, again, that was part of that program prior to the pandemic. I know that some communities maybe saw that as a little bit of an potential opportunity for outdoor dining because of the pandemic or whatever. But anyway, she talked about that. She talked about how they're going to switch some things back, but all of North Street, for the most part, all of it, from Park Square to Maplewood, will be one lane. Both sides, north and south. And another thing that bothered, the condescending. Like some person asked a question about, and it's a question I hear all the time. I've wondered it myself. What about emergency vehicles? And the mayor's kind of, the way she said, she was like, oh yeah, we didn't think of that. I guess we got to go back to the drawing board now. You know, you don't have to be you're an elected official. I can't stand that I'm better than you attitude. I really can't. I hate that. If that was an attempt at humor, it didn't come across that way at all. But, people do have legitimate concerns of that. But anyway, the mayor says they've got it all figured out. No worries, nothing to talk about there. Crime, same thing. People like me who said she hasn't been out there, where's the mayor been, and everything. She don't even know what I'm talking about. She said, in fact, what am I doing right now? I'm doing a radio station interview. I've talked to the Eagle. I've talked to iBerkshires. I don't know what they're talking about. I guess so. The thing with crime, it's weird, though, that prior to her being mayor, even when she ran, the crime was one of the strongest points of her campaign. Back then, if you remember, almost all crime was Dan Bianchi's fault, the current mayor at the time. And she even held press conferences in front of a school when they found a weapon in a locker. But again, this isn't a political year, and she's the incumbent. So now I don't know what you're talking about. Everything's completely cool. We've got this under control. And then it was the normal, there's things we just can't talk about. All right, that makes everybody feel better. So I guess she's doing a great job there. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to talk about there. What else? I guess the restrictions being lifted and that kind of thing, going back to normal. But, I don't know. Nothing about, nothing about real issues, in my opinion. I'm sorry. It was all fluff. To any of the naysayers, shame on you. To the people that said, now that City Hall's open, and the mayor said, well, yeah, it's not like we haven't been working all along. And people were frustrated. Everyone was frustrated for lots of reasons. It's weird that condescending, rather than trying to be sympathetic towards the people that elect you, it was a self-absorbed type of interview, in my opinion. I love Slater and Marjo, don't get me wrong. I'm a huge fan of theirs. I'm just not a big fan of the mayor. I don't like that kind of attitude. And again, I'm I don't like career politicians that live the high life off of being career politicians. They get set up with really great benefits for life. You know, the mayor got pay raises during this pandemic. That was discussed a little bit, not much. You know, when so many people were losing jobs, but whatever. Marjo asked the mayor, about the problem of a lot of businesses having issues trying to hire, trying to staff, trying to get people. And they talked about some of the reasons that might be. Is it the additional funding from the government, or unemployment, or what is it? And what can you do about it? Marjo basically asked her, what can you do about it? And the mayor said, absolutely nothing. Gotta love that. Yes, we can. What was her slogan? I can't remember what her slogan. Can we? Or we can? Or I don't know what the hell it was. Her political, but she said absolutely nothing. So rather than saying, there's not a lot we can do, of course, from a political perspective, but as city leadership, we're concerned about that, and we're willing to work with the businesses, we're willing to work with the Restaurant Owners Association, try to see if there are some kind of strategies that we can put together to encourage and get these businesses restaffed. Anything like that. To show a helping hand. Nothing like that. It was just absolutely nothing. Gotta love that go get 'em public servant attitude. If it's not in the job description, I'm not doing it. So, but congratulations to the mayor on her pay raises this year. That was, I'm sure, well deserved. And according to her, everything's great. There's, people like me who are questioning this stuff. Ha. The reason people aren't riding bicycles all over North Street has nothing to do with the geography here. Has nothing to do with the types of weather we have here that you don't have. You only have, I don't know how many months out of the year that is really bicycle weather. The type of geography as far as how we're spread out, that we don't have concentrated shopping and living areas, that you got to travel distances and all that. Those aren't the reasons that we don't have tremendous bicycle traffic. It's because North Street wasn't set up for it. So we're gonna be now. These cars are just getting in the way. We need to slow everything down and force people to stay there. I'm sorry, I'm going to try to be positive, but I wish the mayor would come out and be a little more open, transparent, not so robotic and one-sided. This is how it is, this is what we've done. But like, hey, let's talk. And let me explain some things. I want to add real quick, the standout. I've been trying to reorganize another standout. It's a real tough time to do it. Everyone, with the graduations and all that having happened, this week you've got Saturday is Juneteenth, and there's a celebration for that, which I plan on going to that. Sunday is Father's Day. The only day we really could do it and the weather is okay is Friday. But there's a lot of standouts and things going on. I think it's super important, but I want to make sure that it's, even on this short notice, I can get the candidates and people there that need to be there to ask questions. So it's, yes, we're standing out, we're making it public viewing, and that's important to show organization and strength, but I want people to be able to talk to candidates, exchange information, ideas, and start talking about solutions, what we can do, and things that can be implemented. So, all right, that's it for now. I'll be in a better mood tomorrow, but hey, I turned 50 yesterday, so I have the right to be cranky today. So that's it for now, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow.